Hey, I'm Mystic Mia Moksha, and we're doing a reading about you, them, and the truth. Right off, the message we get from Spirit is tomorrow will be better. So whether you're having a fantastic day, tomorrow is just going to be that much better. If you're having an okay day or not the best day, tomorrow is going to be an awesome day. Not just better than today, but an awesome day. All right, so let's get right into it. What's going on with them? What's going on with them? Four of Earth, Four of Pentacles. All right, so right away, they're thinking about the longevity of something physical. So whether it's a home, a career, a relationship, they're thinking about something in terms of how could it be feasible long term. A business, living in a certain location. If they're planning for a trip, like, can they swing this trip? Can they swing this purchase of a car or whatever? This person is definitely thinking about, can they swing this physically, monetarily? Can they see this being a possibility? And they're feeling pretty good. Like they're doing pretty well. They feel like, I'm getting they feel like they're doing well with money, with material things, with their health. Whether this is a new thing for them or something that they've been feeling for quite some time, for a few months or the whole year. They feel like they've been doing better physically and therefore mentally because, their job is going well, or they're handling money much better, or they're just better off than they were a year ago or just even a few months ago. They just feel like they're in such a good place right now, that they can afford to take some risk. They can afford to live in the moment a little bit and, spend a little bit of money here or there, or take a bit of risk in their business or relationships. All right, and so that's how they're feeling. They're feeling pretty comfortable making some sort of long-term decision or medium-term decision right now, taking a little bit of a chance, a little bit of a risk, spending a little bit more, trusting in the divine, going with the plan. The Hanged Man in reverse. They feel like they spent a lot of time thinking about things in the past, that they're more comfortable taking chances in the moment as they arise, making decisions in the moment than they've ever have in the past. They feel more comfortable now than they ever have in the past, or they feel comfortable again if they feel like they went through a period of questioning themselves and their decision-making abilities. They feel comfortable again, or for the first time, making decisions in the moment. Not going back and forth whether they should purchase that shirt or ask someone out on a date, or take more responsibility at work, make a commitment to a family event. They feel more secure making decisions in the moment, where in the past they would be like struck with anxiety about making the smallest decisions, let alone like the big decisions. They feel a little bit more comfortable now and less anxious about making decisions. And it's because some of the decisions they made in their past, they realize were good decisions for them. They're doing a little bit of a review phase where they realize, like, hey, some of the decisions I made like a year ago or a few months ago, like, actually worked out for me. Maybe not every single one of them, but most of them did. And so they're trusting themselves to make decisions again. And this is the work of their past that they're seeing happening now. Like, they feel like they can't do any wrong, you know, like they trust themselves enough that they feel like they're not going to be making decisions that are too bad, whether it's health-wise or money-wise, career-wise, or relationship-wise. They feel like the part of their life where they make absolutely bad decisions and the worst decisions for themselves and everyone around them is over. And they fully trust themselves to make decisions. And even if it's not like the best decision or the, the best path or choice they could have made, it's not the absolute worst either. So they trust themselves that like, hey, I can make decisions in the moment. I can make quicker decisions. I can make quicker calls, think of quicker creative solutions to problems as they arise. And they're trusting themselves more and leaning on their intuition more, leaning on their experience more, in order to move faster in their life. So what is going on with you? What is going on with you? The Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you feel a little bit stalled or slower than usual at making decisions. Like you're usually very excited to make decisions and move forward on a path, and you kind of feel like you're taking too long to make a decision, or when you make a decision it's not like moving forward fast enough. You're questioning some of the decisions you make. And whether that's something you're used to or not used to, having to have more patience, making decisions very quickly or making decisions slowly, whatever you're more used to, the fact that you're being slowed down and making decisions, or things are still moving slowly or seemingly slowly, when you make big decisions in terms of financial things, starting something in the physical. So starting money habits, new accounts, a new venture, new relationships, new business, whatever, like this new thing that you're starting. Like usually you don't have a problem with taking risks. You're usually really excited about it, whether they do really well or fail. It seems like you're usually comfortable taking risks. And at this point, it might feel like the risks aren't paying off this time around, but Spirit wants you to know like that's not true. In fact, what's happening behind the scenes is incredibly beautiful things, and you might know this, you might be very intuitive, and you can feel that like this risk in this new adventure, whether it's relationship, career, money, living situation, something in the physical, that may seem like it's not paying off in the physical yet or immediately, like something is brewing behind the scenes that's very, very big and very auspicious for you. So although it's kind of unnerving, it might feel uncomfortable for you that like, hey, I'm used to taking risks whether they go well or not. Why am I not seeing results? Whether it's good or bad, taking this risk. And Spirit's like, oh, well, because this risk that you took is going to pay off in such a big, big way, bigger than any other risks that you've taken in the past. Whether this risk is small or big, involving one area of your life or many areas of your life, this risk that you took recently is going to pay off in a huge, massive way. That's why you're not seeing the results of this risk yet, whether it's going to go positive or negative, because like in the past, like you got to see immediately like, oh, this risk paid off, or oh, this risk was, taught me what not to do. This time it's really good and really big. Yeah, very celebratory. This is something you're going to have to celebrate very soon with a lot of people. I think this is going to be something that gives you recognition maybe some sort of award, some sort of payoff. I'm getting like maybe major, definitely emotional payoff. Like, oh man, everything that I've done up till now is worth it. And other people can now see the other things I've done. Because I feel like even though you've taken risks in the past, very nobly, I might add, because I feel like not everyone has the courage and willpower, curiosity, to go after their most passionate pursuits. So this is something that, like, I'm seeing that you're gonna get a lot of recognition for. What's going on in the mental realm? Page of Swords. Yeah, so 2 pages here. This is a very, like, exciting time. I feel, you know, you're feeling very childlike. There's like a lot of childlike energies, and not referring to you as being young and naive, but more like, you know, that kind of excitement that kind of builds up when something from that you've always wanted from childhood finally comes to fruition and later in your adulthood. That kind of excitement, like, it's hard to contain. I'm getting this kind of feeling of like all the hopes and wishes and dreams I had as a child is coming true right now. Things that you might not even know that you wished and dreamed for as a child or had forgotten. And that's kind of a big deal for you. Wow. Not the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. Okay. So I'm getting... this is all coming to light right now, so you might take some time to just celebrate the fact that you're here, that you've made it in your life to this point, that, you know, it's like a moment like this, you've never knew if you would get to this point or not, and it's very overwhelmingly, I mean, it's very genuine and pure happiness and joy is what I'm getting. Like, it's kind of like when you have proof to something that was intangible that you could only describe to others, like you're describing a dream. It's like, yeah, but I know this person feels this way, or I know this thing is going to happen, or, you know, like it's hard to describe someone when you're intuitively feeling something or know something is right, or you know, you put together pieces of a puzzle intuitively, and it's like hard to explain to people when you don't have like significant evidence or proof, and it's just kind of not just getting recognized by others. It's more that recognizing your own intuition. It's kind of like, I always knew that I had that strong, special, divine connection to take risks like this. Like, you are following your gut feeling, and it's paying off. And it's like a huge relief, a sigh of relief for you to confirm for yourself. Okay, the 8 of Cups. Which way? I feel like there's going to be planning ahead. Like, you might have this time of celebration, and at the same time of, you know, kind of like getting a new job, you're very excited, you take a moment to celebrate, you know, tell your friends and family or your loved ones. Maybe there's an aspect to that career where you had to move to another state or country or region that's further away. And so at the same time that you're celebrating, you're also taking in that, like, oh, there's going to be some major changes that happen in your life, and preparing for those major changes in order to move forward on with the situation that's very positive that you've been working hard for. Okay, so with them, how could this look in the physical? How is this going to come through in the physical? I'm getting this card. Okay, Seven of Cups. Okay, not the Eight of Cups. It's the Seven of Cups in reverse. So interestingly enough, whether this is someone that you're romantically involved with, whether it's a family member, a coworker, a boss, someone you have a significant connection with at this time that you're working through these energies with, mirroring each other, or if this is an energy within yourself, or between you and your higher aspect, they're very confident going forward. And we saw that, like, this person is like, hey, I made some decisions in the past recently that, you know, turned out pretty okay. I trust myself making decisions going forward in the moment. You know, I don't have to take a whole week or two or months to decide to do something. Like, if I feel something is right for me, like, I've proven it to myself that my gut feelings usually turn out right, or, you know, at least most of the time bring me to my highest and best path, or close to my highest and best path. So this person is really confident moving forward, making decisions. And this may relate to you because they're ready to move with you. They're ready to move forward with you in terms of their connection with you. So maybe if this is a family member that, you know, you had like kind of a falling out with and you're starting to reconnect with, or a friend that you haven't seen for a while and like connecting with again, or, you know, a neighbor that you didn't know if you should invest in because, like, hey, you know, people move in and out of this area. Like, I don't want to invest time in this neighbor and then have them leave. A person that you're dating, or if you've been with this person for a long time, you know, they like what they have with you, and because of that, they want to continue this connection with you. So whoever this person is, they want to continue their relationship with you, whatever that is, romantic, friendship, work situation, or whatever. They want to continue the relationship with you because they feel confident. They feel like they've gotten confident with you. Whether it's just recently in the past year or for a few months, like, they've learned to trust themselves more with you. Like, they physically get to see the proof of their good decision-making abilities through their relationship with you. And so even though they're good at making decisions and they want to continue this connection with you, they're unwilling to make the changes because of what has come through for you. They'll celebrate with you. They'll be happy for you. They'll be excited. They want the best for you. They want you to see you succeed. But there's a part of them that kind of wants this to stay the same. And they're not going to offer it to you. They're not going to offer, like, hey, let's continue being friends even after you move. Or, hey, like, I will, you know, change things around with my job in order to stay with you, and, like, you know, work with your schedule. Like, I'll make it work. Or, you know, whatever the situation is, they're unwilling to make compromises in their life right now to keep you in their life because of this good thing that happens to you. And that's the issue here. Even though they're confident, they're making decisions, taking good risks, and they trust themselves, for some reason, they don't want to give you the gift of accommodating the things that you need to do, the changes that you need to make in your life in order to receive this really beautiful divine opportunity. Okay, I'm going to see why. Okay, the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Is this them or you? Yeah, they're also doing well with their work. Whether it's like, you know, they also didn't have the best relationship with their family, and because of their friendship with you, or because of their relationship with you, just talking to you more, or the changes that you both went through recently together, or whatever, they're also, you know, healing their relationship with their family and doing better, or their friends, or their coworkers, or, you know, in terms of their career path, making more money, making more long-term decisions for their life. Whatever it is, like, they're doing really well in life right now. Like, all the success and recognition and good stuff is coming to them now because of you being in their life. So they're being a little bit, it's not selfish, but it's a little bit like, it's like, hey, I just got to this really good place, and my life is finally turned around and doing well. Do we have to change it and uproot everything in our life immediately? So they're a little bit unwilling to change, and it's just because they've just completed a huge change in their life and things are finally going well. And they just want to be where they are with you right now. The Hermit. I feel like this person has been alone, or kind of alone in their goals for so long. Or they might have just, like, you know, I'm getting this kind of feeling of, like, just being more open with other people. Maybe they were just very closed off, and they met you and they became, you know, more open and to themselves. Like, they're really acting according to who they really are in life now. Or it's been like you two against the world, and like now they're finally engaging with more family and friends and coworkers, and they just really like the place that they are right now, where they're kind of like blooming and opening themselves up more in whatever way it is. But I am getting like more people involved. And they like the pace at which they're going right now. But then you come in and you have this huge, beautiful change happen in your life. And it's not like that. This isn't something that's like going pretty quickly for you too. Because this is like, you know, this happens pretty quickly. It feels like it might be drawing on forever. But like Spirit wants you to know, behind the scenes, a lot of things are happening. And you probably know, like you could probably feel it, like even though you took this risk maybe a few months ago, a few weeks ago, a few days ago, or even a few years ago, it's like paying off now, like in a beautiful, miraculous, unexpected way. And so you're like, of course I'm going to make the appropriate changes to move forward in my life according to this beautiful divine opportunity, you know? So you're kind of like, let's see what's going on with you. Seven of Pentacles. So we have two sevens here. Like, both of you are like, I'm on the right path. Like, I feel it. I feel like I'm doing the right thing in my life right now. And like, everything's kind of syncing up. I feel more comfortable as myself. I'm more comfortable with like the decisions I'm making in my life and the direction it's going. Wow. And so you're also kind of in this place of like, wow, like things are finally coming to light for me. Like things are like working out. All my past efforts are paying off. So you guys have a lot of things in common that, like, you know, work that you put into yourself, into your life are coming to fruition and paying off now. You know, it's like, oh, I worked really hard to get here. And now it's here, now it's happening. You know, it's not like I want to uproot my life yet either. But that's what this opportunity is calling for. So what really is the situation? Like, what's the duality here? Like, what's one person versus the other, one energy versus the other? What is it completely? I want a fresh start with you. So that's your energy. It could be vice versa, and it could be, you know, you and this other person. It could be the energy within yourself, or it could like something you're grappling with within yourself. It could be also showing itself between you and another person in your life, or it could be showing up within a group, community, or the collective energy right now. You can see it as the divine feminine, divine masculine energies, but whatever like is a duality energy right now. You know, one aspect of you, or you are thinking, I want a fresh start and I want to do it with you, and this other person is thinking and feeling, I'm in so much pain, let me have you. Like, you know, I've been through so much just recently. Like, things are finally going well for me. Like, I'm finally feeling good. I'm feeling okay. You know, what happened earlier this year or just a few months ago, a few weeks ago was so difficult. Like, can I just have you in my life for a second and have our life just be the way it is for now? And you're like, well, you know, like the divine is calling me, like, is there any way we can start this new life together? And they're just kind of a little feeling a bit of like, I just need some time to be in a safe place with my heart and my body and my mind, and that's with you. I can't think beyond that right now because I really just need to have that safe space to finish healing. And you're over here like, let's see. It's a high priest. Spiritual advice. You're like, I'm really feeling my intuition saying I need to take this opportunity. I need to move forward. I need to do this, you know? And they're feeling Six of Wands with the Moon card. And their intuition is telling them, oh, wow, that, you know, they're finally having success after a long period of struggle. And they're really trying hard to find out what the honest to good right move is here. For them, it's like, just like, you know, finally having success after being in pain for so long, struggling for so long. And you resonate with that because, like, you've been through a lot of hardship. You took a lot of risks and stuff. I just feel like you handle kind of these things much better than your counterpart. And if this is the energy within you, it's kind of like, oh, like, I just went through so much and I'm finally doing well. Can I just have a second to just breathe and enjoy my life going well before I start this new thing? And another part of you is like, oh my God, I had this opportunity. Like, I worked my whole life for this. Like, I have to take it. This is so on the right path for me. I trust myself because even in the decisions I made in the past year or a few months have been paying off very well, physically, monetarily. Like, I can actually see it in my life, the relationships I have in my life, my home environment, my health, my bank account, my physical well-being, the material wealth I have. Like, it's all going well. I can see physical proof of it. So if this is something that you're warring with inside of you, these are the two sides. If it's between you and another person, like a romantic interest or, you know, a good friend, you're probably mirroring this situation outward to that relationship as well. And this is kind of also between you and your higher self, you and God, you and the universe, you and spirit. But the spirit, you know, brings this duality energy into union. So I'm going to look at what is the God view here, the God perspective, the higher perspective, your higher self's view on all this, the ultimate truth of the situation, and honestly what you can use to move forward. This is from your higher self. What is the higher perspective here, the truth? Okay. Wow, the sun. Wow, are you kidding me? Everything is going well. You cannot mess this up. You cannot mess this up. I noticed that when I saw the 2 sevens come out, I was like, you're on a very divine path. Like, you can feel both of these things. You can feel apprehensive about starting something new right away, but you also trust yourself because you've been making good decisions. If you feel like you want to take a chance and an opportunity that you might not get again, and you want your partner to come along and they might have some reservations, you know, both of you still want to support each other and know that, like, no matter what, in the back of your minds, you both know that no matter what, things are going to turn up well for both of you individually and together. So this is like the universe, spirit saying, like, there is no wrong choice here. And this is a confirmation from you and your partner and your friend, whoever, being confident in the decisions that you're making, knowing that, like, whatever choices you make, they're not gonna burn down your life. You're not gonna have to start from scratch over again. Like, those moments in your life where those kinds of events and decisions and choices were brought to you, and, you know, they kind of brought your world crumbling down, that's never gonna happen to you again. Or, like, not to that intensity. But I feel like for most of you, like, you've followed your gut instinct, took the appropriate risks, are seeing the payoff, have been seeing the payoff in the past year or a few months or a few weeks very, very strongly. And this is just a bit of, like, last bit of, I don't want to say doubt, because you don't really have doubt. Neither does your partner or whoever this person is. It's not doubt. Both of you know, like, whatever you two do, whatever you do, you can do no wrong. You're on your divine path. You're on your highest and best path. We started with the 4 of Pentacles, And we're ending here with the Four of Pentacles. A lot of these decisions have to do with a lot of the masculine principles and energies and ideas of, you know, money, security, stability, planning for the long term, sound and structured plans for the future. So that might be what is that focus here for you, or you and this other person, or you and this other energy, if it's work or, you know, relationships in general, your home, where you live or where you want to live, whatever the situation is, it has to do something with related to those things. Yeah, King of Cups. You might have done, you and your partner, one or both of you may have, or your friend or whoever this is, may have done a lot of healing in terms of past relationships with exes or friends or family members or places you've lived in the past, jobs you've held in the past, and all these sort of things. And you may have recently started to accept and believe that you deserve the finer things in life, you know, job security, you know, physical and monetary wealth. But I'm getting there's a little bit of instability in the emotions here. There's a uncomfortableness sharing this with someone. So maybe you've been recently working on accepting abundance in all areas of your life. And so you start to see it come in, but now you're receiving abundance with not just you, but you and your family, or you and your romantic partner, or like you and your business, or like outwardly, like you're doing well, and maybe you kept it to yourself mostly, and like a lot of people didn't know the kind of achievements you've had on a personal level, or even in your career or with relationships. And so a lot of people are going to be able to see now the kind of abundance you have received and are receiving now. And so that's kind of like something that you're going to be working on, is just like being not loud and proud, but most necessarily, but like kind of letting yourself shine, you know, in all your glory, you know, being okay with the way you look and the kind of wealth you can afford in terms of clothing and jewelry and whatever, expensive haircuts or shoes, an expensive lifestyle, maybe your home. Maybe you have a very eclectic, you know, sense of design for your home, the kind of home you want to live with. You're not ashamed of like being like, this is what I like. So like, you know, I like Hobbit homes, so I want to show off this beautiful Hobbit home that I have. It's very expensive, it may not look like it, but it's very nice to me, like, you know, like, or being okay with shining in the way you want to shine. You know, if you have a very specific kinds of clothes you like to wear, or activities that you like to do that maybe some of your friends or families don't understand or don't really care for. It's like kind of like letting yourself shine in the brightest way that you can. That means like all the interests and hobbies that you like, and And it's really hard for people to let themselves be themselves completely in that way. But then you're seeing that you're being rewarded for being truly yourself. So you're getting even more abundance. So even more, not just like abundance in like friendships and mental health and, you know, good community and, you know, good food and stuff like that. You know, you're looking good, you're feeling good, like all like the feminine aspects, but you're also doing good, well in your masculine aspect, your physical abundance, your monetary abundance, and you know, that allows you to be more of yourself. And that's the difference here. It's like, I think the change that's happening on a collective scale is that the divine is rewarding those that are being true to themselves. And so it's kind of like when, you know how they say like, money doesn't change you, it makes you more of who you already are. It's kind of like that. And the divine is rewarding you more physically, so you become even more of who you are, because you're very, very unique. You have very specific interests, and you follow your passions, and you bring your uniqueness into the world. And it's kind of, I don't know, like a full circle moment here. I'm gonna finish this reading the message from Spirit. 6 of Cups. The past is greeting you with a sense of nostalgia. Let go of any previous fears or heartbreak and connect to the innocence of your inner child. And we got that a lot, like the Page for both of you, and then we got the Sun card. It's like there's a lot of like childlike energies that's coming through, but it's not like they focus on the playfulness of light and let yourself be joyfully surprised. I'm not getting this like it's not that you're not mature or making like important decisions and taking risks. Like, you're doing the important things in life, but one of the most important things that you can do in your life is be yourself in every aspect of your life. Like going after things you love to do and doing those things. Be an example to others. Like, I like gardening, so I'm just gonna garden. It's like, if you live in a city, well, like, I'm gonna garden. I love gardening. I'm gonna garden wherever I am. It's kind of like literally like every aspect of your life. The kind of hand towels you like, the colors you like to see in your clothes or in the furniture you have around you. You know, not being ashamed of who you are, but also like adding to the fabric of the collective in a positive way. Being proud to be connected to divinity and showing divinity in your life and your lifestyle. The way Yin, wow. Got a very feminine Yin aspect here. And we have a very masculine Sun aspect there. Sun twice here. I'm getting this kind of like this connectedness. To be fair, it is Libra season. This card reminds me of Libra. This kind of like balancing, like bringing forth the things you worked on internally is now manifesting into physical abundance, and it's like your time to shine. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. Much love and light.